Yo, what's happening, people? Welcome back to the Bleed Green podcast on AN Sports. We've got the Celtics to talk about. Obviously, we didn't do the show this past couple of days, but we're back today. The Celtics tip off tonight against the Miami Heat at the TD Garden after another 4 days of rest because of some useless NBA Cup scheduling. I don't know why, but Justin, we're back. We're gonna talk. Hope you're well, my guy, and let's get started, man. Hope everything's all good on your side, and bless up, bro.
Yeah, the next day off for the NBA will be Christmas Eve, so there's that.
That's it, basically. But obviously, the Celtics. We lost against the Milwaukee Bucks.
Eh.
Lost against the Detroit Pistons. Okay,
Okay, that was a given.
that was kind of a given. Yeah, I hear that. But then again, we had our lead. We just didn't do well on the fourth. We missed too many free throws. But talk about the Bucks game, man. Obviously, what do you think what do you think went wrong with that Bucks game, man? Obviously, talk about that game as a whole. What went wrong for the Celtics that game? Just that game as a whole.
What went wrong or what went right?
Both. We can do both. We'll do both.
Nothing went right.
Okay.
Everything went wrong.
What do you think went wrong?
Oh, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you because the day that I had last Thursday, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I fell asleep during the second half, so I didn't see the full game.
Maybe that's why we lost.
No, that's
Maybe
not why. No,
we
that's
lost.
not why we lost. No, that's not why we lost. That's not
I'm
why we
joking.
lost.
I'm joking. I'm joking. Nah, but in all seriousness, so I think it's because we missed too many shots. We just couldn't buy a bucket, bro. I'll be honest. We just kept trying to shoot some threes. It just didn't fall. Missed layups. Bobby Portis had his career game. Kyle Kuzma had his.
Oh, of course, death, taxes, and people having career games against the Boston Celtics.
It's the Boston Celtics, exactly.
Hey,
Um.
hey, you know what? Hey, Bree Marie D, put that on a T-shirt, will you?
Oh, we'll message her then. We'll message. We'll
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Don't put that on
get
a
on a
T-shirt.
t-shirt.
Do not put that on a T-shirt.
She met Jalen Brown again, by the way. Big up to Jalen Brown.
Yeah, she did.
All right, forget about the Bucks game for a bit. What happened in the Pistons game? The Pistons game then.
Anthony Simons.
Okay, want to elaborate?
I don't want him on this team anymore.
You're
I'm
done with
I'm
that.
done. I'm done.
You,
I don't want him on this team anymore.
you want him traded.
I want him gone.
Who do you want him? Who do you want him to get traded for?
You know what? I'm gonna cave in. Give us Zubac.
Okay, so now you want Zubac.
Yeah, now I want him. Fucking hell.
Oh, wait. I saw a trade rumor today that apparently the Celtics are interested in Miles Turner from the Bucks. So
Hey Bucks, you want Anthony Simons and 2 first-round picks? We'll give it. We'll give you
and
them.
Josh Minot. Actually, I'll find it for you. I'll find it for you. So I saw it on Instagram. It was basically
Of course, it was
Josh.
Instagram.
It's Instagram, but I'll try and find it for you. Um.
Hmm.
All right, here it is. So Miles Turner plus Anthony Simons, Josh Minot, second round pick, and the first round pick.
Yes, yes,
Yes, we're doing that.
gone, gone. Well, except for Josh Minot. Put
Okay.
in, put in Sam Hauser for that one.
Yes, I was thinking that because he's going back to Wisconsin, right? You might as well trade him back to Wisconsin because you might as well leave him there after his dead performance against the Bucks, man.
Oh
Bro,
shit,
that was
he was that bad, huh?
he was that bad, bro.
Oh shit.
I literally cut him in my fantasy. That's how pissed I was at him. I literally cut him, bro, in my fantasy. Sam Hauser was one of my favorite players when he first broke in. I was like, yo,
Bro,
this
I'm
guy.
not gonna lie. After the Detroit Pistons game, I cut Anthony Simons from my fantasy team on
You
the
should have
ones
cut
that
him a long time ago. And trust me, bro, I won't say Simons was a failure. I'll say this. I'll say he just didn't get enough minutes. But you know what? Now I can maybe understand why he's not getting enough minutes. But confidence also. But then again, the confidence thing, right? It's the confidence thing. Is the confidence been knocked out of him? Because when you're shooting well, when you're shooting lights out, then you get benched for absolutely no
Hell,
reason.
I'll even say this: trade Simons back to the Portland Trailblazers. Give us Donovan Clinton from the Portland Trailblazers.
You know who I would take back right now from the Portland Trail Blazers?
Drew Holiday.
Yeah, for real. I actually would. We should never have traded Drew Holiday, in my opinion. I think Drew Holiday was the one we shouldn't have traded. Porzingis, okay. I feel sorry for Porzingis, man. Let's talk about Porzingis for a minute. I actually feel sorry for him because his sickness is like it's gone on from like last season, and it's actually been an issue. He's struggling to breathe when he shoots. Guy can't jump. I can only help but feel sorry for him, man. At the end of the day, like it's life. Sometimes you can't always
Yeah,
expect it
but
to.
I think Drew Holiday's hurt too.
Is he injured right now, Drew
I think
Holiday?
so. I think so.
What are Robert Williams? Would you take him back?
No.
Do you know what it is? If he is coming back on a cheap contract and he's going to play not many minutes because he's injury prone, right? I would keep him at like let's say 16 minutes a night, 15 minutes a night. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind
No,
that.
no. I just want Simons gone.
Fair enough.
I'm done with him. I'm done with this experience. He's not.
Hmm.
Oh, and we're wearing the gold jerseys tonight. We're 0-2 in the gold jerseys. Yeah, let's just hope that we don't go 0-3, shall we?
Did we wear? But have we wore this at home before? This
No.
shirt?
No, I
They
don't think so. I don't think
no.
so.
We wore it against Philadelphia. We wore it against who was it that we wore it against?
Oh, I don't remember. Wait, I think we did
Oh,
wear it. I think we did
Minnesota.
wear. Oh yeah,
Minnesota.
okay, yeah, Minnesota. That was on the
Minnesota.
road, right?
Minnesota.
Okay, so
Yeah.
yeah, we haven't worn it at home yet.
So this is our debut at home with the gold shirt, and yeah, I hope we can end that streak tonight against the Miami Heat, man. At the end of the day, it's about trying to.
But then we gotta get on a plane, travel to Toronto while Toronto is on a day off tonight.
Sometimes the momentum kicks in, and this is good for momentum. If we can blow out the Heat tonight, well, I wouldn't say I don't think we'll blow them out, but let's say if we win tonight by a large margin, let's just say it happens. I don't know if it will.
It won't,
Let's say
because
it happens.
they played last night in Brooklyn.
Who Miami Heat?
Yep, and they lost.
So so they
Well, they
so
won, I think. I don't know. I don't know if they won or lost. I don't know.
I'll have a look, but then again, momentum is important because now we play games in like a few days. Don't forget, and we have another 4-day rest.
Well, yeah,
So
because of Christmas.
yeah, that's
Well,
understandable,
actually,
man.
no, 3-day rest because we play Monday.
Hey, NBA, if you're listening, yeah, you wouldn't dare never put the Celtics on Christmas, man. The Celtics should play on Christmas and I mean it. We should be playing on Christmas every single year. Play
Let
like
me look at this.
Sixers or something. Sixers on Christmas again, or maybe the Lakers on Christmas. Who knows? Someone like that. You know what I mean? I want a good game on Christmas, man. You know what I mean? I don't want Knicks Cavs on Christmas.
Miami won 106-95 last night in Brooklyn.
Oh, by 1 point.
No, 106-95.
Oh, sorry. I thought I heard 105. My bad, my bad. That's crazy.
They're in Boston tonight. Then they play
Mm-hmm.
against the NBA Cup champion New York Knicks.
That's. I think it'll be a tough run for them. Hopefully we can beat them tonight. But now there's something else I want to ask you again. I know I asked you this on every single show. I ask you this quite often. I've seen Chris Haynes
Uh-oh.
that he said that Jason Tatum told him he's coming back this season. Now, whether that's true or not, in my opinion, the Celtics shouldn't still rush him back. At the end of the day, it's up to the Celtics to decide whether he comes back, right? It's not up to Jason Tatum. If he says he's healthy, The Celtics will then monitor him and decide whether he can come back or not. What do you think of that? Give me your thoughts on Tatum and the quotes from Chris Haynes.
Just like you said, don't rush him back. I don't think he's gonna come back this season. Cause you want to know what will get him disqualified if to come back for the season.
Mm.
I'll tell you right now. Hold on.
No, that's fine. Go on, bro. It's okay.
As long as we don't go applying for a disabled player exception, Jason Tatum will qualify to return anytime, and I put this in air quotes, any time this season.
So he can come back.
However, if we do apply for a disabled player exception, Jason Tatum is not qualified to come back anytime this season.
We cannot trade that, right? We're not allowed to trade that, right?
No, we are not.
Oh. But Brad Stevens literally said that they haven't applied for a disabled player exception yet, right?
No.
They're not going to apply for one, I think, because I think Brad Stevens knows that Jason Tatum will come back this season. I think he knows.
At the moment, Tatum is expected to return April 1st. He is qualified. If we don't do what I just said, then Jason Tatum does not have to play more than 7 games to qualify for the postseason.
Okay.
If we do what I just said that we are not, hopefully we don't do, Jason Tatum cannot qualify for the postseason when he returns.
Okay. So he cannot play in the postseason.
If we get a disabled player exception. If we don't, he can play in the postseason.
But he's allowed to play in the regular season.
As of right now, he's expected to return for the last 7 games of the regular season.
Okay. Do you know what? Do you know what it is? I actually think that's fine if he does return because, cool, I do want Tatum to sit out, right? But if it means he does come back, and let's say the Celtics are in agreement that he can come back, he needs to get some minutes under his belt. Whether it be like 15, 20 minutes a night, he needs to get some minutes because there's no point in sitting him out for the whole regular season and be like, he comes back into the playoffs, he's rusty. You know what I'm trying to say? You're better off giving him minutes because you know what it is. You need him to become fit. You need to become like, all right, get some minutes, get some.
Well, I mentioned this last week on the show. Joe Mazzulla is leaving this up to Tatum.
Do you know what would be so funny if Jason Tatum could get minutes in the G League games before he comes back? Because he can regain some fitness. You know what I'm trying to say? Try and regain some. Try and get some minutes before before you hit the court again. Although I don't know if you're allowed to play for the G League, but then if you can, I think that'd be great because then again you get some minutes.
I don't. Maybe during the rehab process, yes. But I don't think you're allowed to play for the G League if you're not 100% ready to play.
Yeah, that's true. But hopefully, by the time he is back, he is ready to go.
Joe Mazzulla is leaving it all up to Tatum. That's all he said. He's leaving it up to Tatum.
But at the same time, I also worry that it might reoccur again. So I don't want any risks. You know what I'm trying to say. Don't want any risks. Don't want anything to happen. So hopefully, he comes back fully healthy.
Yeah, let's just hope that we don't have a disabled player exception because if we do, Tatum's not coming back.
I agree. I 100% agree, bro. I don't think Brad Stevens will apply for it. If he does, then it means Tatum will not play in the postseason, and it means the Celtics is gonna.
Which means the Celtics will just rest Tatum for the rest of the season.
Yeah. And but at the moment, I think Jaylen Brown's been doing well. I think Derek White's been doing quite well. Pritchard's been doing quite well. Derek White stepped up in fourth quarters as of late. He's been getting us points, big points. But the problem is, we're not consistent.
I don't know. I just want to see how this West Coast trip in 2 weeks is gonna fare out for us.
Wait, who are we going to play in the West Coast trips? We're going to play the Clippers, Sacramento. We're going to Portland. We're going to Utah, right?
That's the first leg of our West Coast trip. Yes.
The second leg will be the Warriors, the Lakers, the
No, the second leg is the Warriors, Lakers, Phoenix Suns, and Denver Nuggets.
oh, it's gonna be tough. That Denver Lakers, what do you
And
call
then
Suns is gonna be tough.
the third leg is San Antonio and Oklahoma City.
Oh my, yeah, nah, that's gonna be tough for us, man. We need Tatum in those games. We're gonna need. Hey, listen. I still hope we can, find a way somehow, and try and win because although in saying that it's gonna be tough, the Celtics have clutched up in tough games this season. In tough games this season, we've seen how good the Celtics can be and how clutch they can be. Right? We've seen how Jaylen Brown's performed in these games. We've seen how crucial his buckets can be. But on the Milwaukee Bucks game, sorry, not the Bucks game, the Pistons game, real quick. Jaylen Brown did enough for us to win the game, but at the same time, he didn't because the amount of missed free throws the guy had. You had what 35 points, 34 points, or 35 points around that, but you missed 7 free throws. Like we missed a lot of free throws that game, bro. We missed like 8, 9 as a team, I think, which is not good. And even I think even the Pistons missed a lot, didn't they? I think they missed a lot as well, but I think we just didn't do enough to win the game. Like I said, we
This loss was a given.
it was, but at the end of the day, we still missed our free throws, and that was what lost us the game. Bro, I'll be real with you. I think that was what lost us the game, man. I think the amount of missed free throws we had. We need to work on our free throws, man. We need to work on our free throws. But the Heat game. What are you expecting from this game tonight? What do you think will happen? Let's give a little preview of the game.
Well, if I'm knowing Miami, that they probably got into Boston like around 3 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
from Brooklyn.
Yeah. It's not really a long journey, to be fair with you. Not really a long journey.
But to be honest, the last time a team got into Boston around 3 a.m., we beat the Lakers.
Yep.
Because we were on the traveling back to back as well.
Hero's questionable to play tonight as well. And
what's the injury report for Miami? Do you know?
So, only from what I saw, from what Brie Marie posted on her story. Let me actually go to Brie's story. Then give me 1 second.
Because I know Bam's probably gonna play.
All right. So here's the news. So, as of right now, the Celtics just have Josh Minot and Sam Hauser as questionable. Jason Tatum is obviously out. The Heat injury report is Tyler Hero,
Rozier, Lawson, and Jovic. Rozier out definitely.
Okay, indefinitely. Yep. Larson is questionable. Jovic is questionable, and Tyler Hero is questionable.
Okay, so out of those 3 players, here's who I think will play, and here's who I think will not play. You ready?
Yeah, go on.
Jovic, will not play. Larson will not play. Hero will definitely play.
Mm-hmm.
That's who I got.
So you're saying Hero will play?
Yeah.
You think Larson will play?
I think Lawson will not play.
And you think
Hero will play.
So you think Hero will play, Larson will not play, and what's the other one again? Jovic?
Jovic.
Jovic will play?
No.
So you think just Hero will play?
Yes.
It's gonna be a tough game, man. Miami have been quite good this season for what they have in their squad. You know what I mean? I think Tyler Hero is gonna be a really good player for them. Who else? They've got who else do they have? Larson potentially might not play. Hero's still questionable. Like I said, if Hero does play, you have Bam, you have Kelly Ware. Who is their starting 5 this season? What's their starting 5 this season? What's Miami Heat starting 5? I need to know.
I honestly don't know, to be honest with you.
But all I know is Kelly Ware is playing. Bam Adebayo has been playing for them. Tyler Hero's been playing. So like I said, they've got players, but will it be? I don't know. I don't know who the other two is. I'll need to go have a look real quick. So. All right, here's Miami Heat's team. Davion Mitchell, Andrew Wiggins, Norman Powell, Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo. And either rookie Jack Jonas or Davion Mitchell will play. So that's literally the 3 players that are going to play. So, yeah. Andrew Wiggins knows how to play against the Celtics, but then again, we need to try and contain him. What's your prediction for this game? Celtics win?
Yeah.
I think we'll win. On to Toronto now, though. Toronto, who we just beat last 2 weeks ago, 121 to 113. We had a scare against them in terms of how we managed to clutch out the game. We were We were up by a lot, but then they came back. Jamal Shed, he absolutely balled out against us. Brought the Raptors back in front after a double-digit lead by the Celtics. Surprise. But the Celtics managed to clutch up and ended up winning the game. Derek White clutched up, Pritchard clutched up, Josh Minot, I think he played as well that day. Jaylen Brown, you had Jordan Walsh, who has been unbelievable for us this season, 10-4 since coming into the lineup. So, like I said, it's hard to discredit what he's been doing this season. But then again, Toronto, we're on a back-to-back. Toronto will be on a rest, so it could be something that we need to look at and be like, all right, we have to try and get over. We have to try and win the game. You know what I mean? We have to try and manage our fitness, because obviously traveling back to back, we're flying to Toronto. We don't know what time. We don't know what time we'll get there. We don't know how the Celtics will pan out come tomorrow night against Toronto, right? So it'll be a different game. It'll be a weird game. But what do you think of the Toronto game? Like, just give you a little preview of the game real quick. What do you think of Toronto so far this season, and how do we fare against them as of last time, and how do you think this time will be different? How do you think it will be this time? You there, bro?
Yeah, so I think hold on.
No worries. Take your time, bro. Guys, make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe. Let's get to 520. We're 2 subs away from 520. Let's get 15 likes on the video if you haven't done so already. If you're on your way, hit the like button and subscribe if you're new around here. We do these shows weekly, talking about our favorite basketball team.
So all I'm gonna say is I think the Celtics will win, but I don't think it's gonna be like what we did against Toronto.
You think it'll be? But winning with the Raptors game though, forget the Heat game. What are the Raptors game? The Raptors game that's coming up now. We played them last time. We barely got by with the win because we literally almost missed shots. You know what I'm trying to say? We barely had to get through the game because we almost choked a 22-point lead or something like that, or 26-point lead, whatever it was. But what do you think of the game?
Like I said, I think we'll beat Toronto, but I don't think it's gonna be by much like we did against them last time.
You think it'll be a tight win, or
Yes,
it'll be like
a tight win? Yes.
Okay. So you think they'll go down to the last bucket or something, the last play of the game?
Pretty much, yes.
Fairs. But I think the Celtics will win this game, but just about win it. Like I said, I agree with you on this one. Then we played for the very first time this season. We play the Tyrese Halliburton-less Indiana Pacers versus the Jason Tatum-less Boston Celtics. Siakam's been doing his job this season. They lost Miles Turner. What do you think of the situation of the Pacers, and how do we fare up against them? How do we match up against them? What do you think of this game, this Indiana game? What do you think of the game so far? Oh, not so far. Sorry. What do you think of the game that's going to happen?
I think we'll win by 20. I'm not counting out the Pacers without Halliburton.
Ferris, you want to add? You want to elaborate more on obviously the Pacers team this season and how we fare against them, like matchup wise.
No, but all I'm gonna say is keep an eye out for Jay Huff and Pascal Siakam. That's all I'm gonna say.
What about Neesmith, Nembhard?
No, just those
What
two, Huff and Siakam.
TJ McConnell? What about him?
Maybe let's just see how we do against them on Monday. That's all. That that's what I'll say.
What do you think of the Pacers? Like, what do you think of the Pacers as a whole? What do you think of their future? Because no Hallie, the season's going to be tough for them, isn't it? They're losing to teams they shouldn't be losing to. Siakam has to carry the load. Hopefully, he doesn't turn up against us.
I think the Pacers are. I think the Pacers are doing very well without Halliburton.
You
Yeah,
think
they're
that
not win. Yeah, they're not winning, but they're doing very well.
you think they're matching the standard this season, pretty much.
Yes.
But what's your final prediction? You think Celtics will win this game?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Any more news and updates on the Celtics before we go? Do you have anything? Do you have any updates on the Celtics? Do you
I
want to?
I do not I do not know.
Let me quickly bring up some news about the Celtics real quick. Um, let me just quickly find something here. So Zubac apparently is not available. Um, and that's all I can really. That's all I can really find. That's all I can really find. To be fair, that's all I can really find. But last week apparently they were saying that Jason Tatum is not really on his way back yet. The Celtics will even take time to consider Jason Tatum's return. But all in all, that's the Boston Celtics. Hopefully, they're more cautious and careful with what Jason Tatum, you know, of what his return will look like and what it will be. But anyways, that's all I can really say about the Celtics. Also, by the way, happy birthday to Kevin McHale, absolute legend of the Celtics. Yeah, I'm trying to say legend, NBA champion. Yeah, he's not a plumber. He's an NBA champion. Yeah, and he knows how to beat the Lakers. Happy birthday to Kevin McHale as always. And big up everyone who's tuned in. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe. I'm back in just about half an hour for the Premier League show. Make sure you guys tune into that if you're new around here and if you like Premier League football. We're gonna be live for that. And just really quickly, Justin and I will be back next. Was it when you want to do the Celtics show next, bro? When do you want to do the Celtics show next? Obviously, Christmas is next week, isn't it?
Next Friday.
Next Friday is okay. You
Yeah.
want to do it next?
Yep.
Okay, Friday, no problem. We can do next Friday. Or we can do it after the Pacers game if you like. Or we can do it on Tuesday if you want after the Pacers game.
Don't we got the NBA show this week coming up?
We'll do the NBA show on Monday.
Okay, well I'm free either way on Monday, so it doesn't matter to me.
We'll preview the Christmas games and everything like that. By the way, Justin, if you real quick, if the Celtics had to have an ideal Christmas game, right, a Christmas game this season, what would be your ideal Christmas game for the Celtics matchup? If you had to pick a team and a matchup for the Celtics to go up against on Christmas, if we were selected to play on Christmas, who would you select? Which team would you choose and why?
Uh, maybe the Thunder.
I had a feeling you'd say Thunder. I'd say Sixers, I want a rematch of last year. I'm still gutted that we lost to them last year, man. I did a show with King the next day, the one we lost to. I did a show with him. I said, so we just talked about the Celtics in the Sixers game. That's all. But yeah, that's all I can really say. Make sure you guys watch the Prem show. It's in about half an hour. Hit the like button, subscribe. Justin, bless up, bro. Thank you for joining, and I'll see you next week for the NBA show. Justin will be back for the Prem show. Sorry, the Prem show, the NBA show, and the NFL show. But I'm back in a bit for the Prem show. People, take care. See you in just a little bit. Peace. Go Celtics. Take care.